Hey everyone, this is Christina. Welcome back to my channel. This is Home of the Wildflowers, where I talk about all of my cross-stitch projects. Today is Friday, May 10th, and this is Flosstube episode 20. So today I'm going to quickly go through my, first the whips that I've worked on that are not included in Maynia, but the whips that I've worked on over the past week. And then I'm going to show you all of my Maynia starts from the last week. So we have 7 of them. And then I will show you what the wheel picked for me to stitch today. So let's get started. First up, we have the Hen by Crochet to Go Go. Friends for Easter, it's actually called. And this is where I'm at now. Should put in a picture, let's see, can I hold it here? And then put in a picture of where I was the last time that you saw this. And I don't have too much left to do. I need to go up and around with the border. Goes like that. And then there's a couple of things in the corners. And then the big like tail piece of the hen I have to do. And then that piece will be done. So this is my, this has been my daily 100. So I've been trying to stitch 100 stitches a day on this every day. This is a 36 count linen in natural, and I've done 614 stitches on this in the last week. So we are getting close to a finish on it, and I'll be excited to see. I think this will be finished by the end of the month. Okay. And then next up that I worked on that was not in Maynia was Beyond Venue by Long Dog Samplers, and this is the burst sampler that I'm doing for my daughter. I'll put a picture of what the finished piece will look like, and then what this looked like the last time you saw it. And then this is where I am. Oh, upside down. There we go. So this is where I am now. And I am getting really close to being finished on this one as well. I think I have about 2,700 stitches left to do. And I wanted to get this done by her birthday, which is in June. So this one should be good. I should be able to get this done. So basically what I have left to do is, let's try to fold it a bit so you can see. In this bottom, this is where I'm working right now. I've been working on this motif, so I've done this little one, started this bird. Brought this line all the way across. There's still a little gap here I need to fill in. And then I've been working on this big motif down here. And then I'll have a little bit in this corner to do. So in the past week, I've done 645 stitches, and my goal on this one is to do 2,700 stitches this month. I did extra last month, like I did over 3,000 last month, so if I don't hit the 2,700, it's fine because I'm already kind of ahead of what I had planned. But if I finish it, however early I finish it, just gives me more time to be able to like frame it and stuff. See if I can get it framed before her birthday too. So this is a 32 count linen in Moon Dust. And I'm using Threadworks 1041 for the stitching. So that's it. Okay, next up. Okay, so those are only 2 whips that I worked on in the past week. So whips going forward, I'll keep working on Beyond Venue and the hen until it's finished, and then I'll switch something else into my daily 100 spot. Beyond Venue is a monthly goal, so I have to start thinking about what I'm going to replace that with in my monthly goals, because this one will be done. June will be the last month that I have that. So for the rest of the year, I'll have a space in my monthly goals where I previously had the 2,700 stitches from this. I haven't decided what I'm going to put there, if I'm going to put anything, or what I'm going to do. So I'll have to think about that and hopefully come up with a plan that I can let you guys know in one of my future videos, probably closer to June. So next we have all my Maynia starts. So I showed you 2 of them last Friday. And then, so these are from Friday, until like yesterday's start. So I have 7 starts for Maynia. So we'll get started with the first one is, this one is the one I showed you at the end of my other video. This is what the wheel picked. It's called Maynia by All Through the Night. Really excited about stitching this one. This was May 3rd. This was started on May 3rd. And I managed to get 3, which way? This way. Managed to get 380 stitches on this. This is I have it written as a 32 count Belfast linen in black. It kind of, I don't know, like it feels like smaller than a 32 count. So I don't know if I have it written wrong or not, but anyways, it says 32 count Belfast linen in black. And I'm doing my own conversion for the threads because the threads given were Gentle Art threads, and there was no DMC conversion given in the pattern. So I had to kind of go looking online and figure out a conversion. So I'm using my own DMC conversion for this. Okay, so that was May 3rd. May 4th, we got the January monthly pattern from Cressetta Go-Go. So I'll show you a picture of what it would look like when it's done. And then this is where I got to on it in a day. So this is 36 count linen in natural, and I did 623 stitches on this. This is not a big piece, so this is, I want to say about a third of the way done already. There's still obviously some more to bring around here, but not a bad start on that one. This is a huge piece of fabric because I'm doing all 12 of them on here. So there's the first one. And then I have another one on here that I'm going to show you in a minute, but we'll just wait for that. Okay, so next up was Crab Dance by Tiny Modernist. This is what it looks like. And then I did, this was May 5th start. And I had a pretty good start on this one as well. So this is what it looks like. I have my fabric folded all weird, but this is where I got to on that. So this is a 28 count linen. It's a Charles Craft linen that I picked up at Michael's. I don't know the color. It's kind of like a, I don't know, like a sandy colored, like a sandy brown. And I ended up getting 665 stitches done on that piece. So, next up, this one gave me some trouble. So this is Seasons of a Heart Summer by the Blue Flower. I'm going to put a picture of what the finished piece will look like. I got this out of one of the back issues of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. I want to say it was like the summer 2021 magazine, I think. I have the subscription where you get like all the back issues too. So that's where I ended up getting it from. And so, yeah, this was May 6th start. So this is where I got to on that. It's a really tiny start. It's only 101 stitches. I had started this on a, I don't even think I have, oh, here, I do have it here. I'm going to show you. So this was originally where I started it. This is a 25 count fabric that I tea-dyed. So I really like how the fabric turned out, but I didn't really like stitching it. I wanted a lighter fabric for this piece. So it's there. It's kind of, I don't know, the camera's making it look lighter than it is in real life, but I didn't really like this. I was doing it 1/1, and then I kind of was looking at what the measurements would be, and it would be kind of too small on 1/1, but if I did it over 2, it would be too big. So and I wasn't happy with the color, so I ended up stopping. So I had done all of this and decided to restart. So then I picked up this piece of fabric, which is it's a very like, This is from just a linen from Michaels. It's a 28 count linen from Michaels. And I had started that, and then I didn't like that either. Didn't like how thin the fabric is. It just wasn't like enjoyable to work on for me. So then I put this away. And then I finally restarted it on this fabric, which is a 36 count linen in flax. This is like a scrap of fabric I had. It's cut all weird because it's from something else that I stitched, but it was big enough to fit this. So I restarted it on this. So I started this 3 times, which is why I only got 101 stitches done on it. But much happier with this fabric choice than before. So that Seasons of the Heart summer. Next up, May 7th, we had a Halloween piece. So this is All Hallows Eve sampler by Joan Elliott Designs. Quite a big piece. And I am stitching Called for Colors, DMC 310 and DMC 972. And this is my start on it. So I just got the corner started and the tail of the cat, of the first cat. This was a May 7th start, 32 count linen. The colorway is called Dirty. And I did 123 stitches on this. So I actually really like this color of fabric for this. I think it's gonna look great. So that is All Hallows Eve sampler. Next up we had, it's called Dreamer Stamp by Sweet Annette, shop on Etsy. And this is what the finished piece would look like. It's quite a small project. And I'm doing it on just a 18 count white Aida that I had. I had actually bought this Aida for Brandon to use, but he didn't like 18 count. He likes 14 count. So I'm using it for some like smaller pieces. Dreamer Stamp, yeah. May 8th start, 18 count white Aida, and I did 239 stitches on this. So my plan, I don't plan to stitch the whole white border that makes it look like a stamp. I am going to cut that part out, and then I think my plan is to finish it with some like cardstock behind it to make that shape instead of stitching that whole shape, because I really don't want to stitch white on white. So that one. And then we're coming up to the last start in the past week, which was the March monthly chart from Cressida Goba. So I just showed you the January one, and now we're on to the March one. So that's where I started with March. I love these colors. This was so much fun to stitch. I did 253 stitches on it, and again, this is a 36 count linen in natural. So that's where I got to. Oh, I'll show you what the finished piece will look like over there for this one. Okay. So those were all my starts over the past week. And then today's spin ended up pulling up the November monthly chart by Cressida Goba. So that's what this one will look like. So that's what I'm going to start today when I do my stitching today. So I have all 12 of those charts on my wheel. So as they've been coming up, I've been starting them. I want to finish them all, and I'm planning, let me see, I can show you the whole piece because this is like a huge piece of fabric. So I want these done individually. Like I don't want it, it's not going to be one piece. I want them individually, but I'm doing them on one piece of fabric just because it was easier to fit in my Q-snap than having like cut a small piece and then I have to use like the smaller Q-snap. I like using my 8x8 Q-snap for this, so I have the piece cut pretty big so that I can just work on them on this big piece and then cut them apart after. Okay, quick video today, and that's because I was just here last week showing you, so I don't have too much stuff to show. When it comes to my Maynia starts, my goal is minimum 100 stitches on it when I start it. That's the minimum goal that I want to hit. I would realistically, my realistic goal would be like 250 stitches, and then like my high goal would be like 500 stitches. So a few of them I did get that, like January and the January monthly and the crab dance. I did get over 500 stitches on those. 2 of them I hit the 250 goal, which was the May I and the March monthly. And then the other ones, Dreamer Stamp, I got close to my 250 with 239 stitches, and the other ones were lower, like All Hallows Eve and Seasons of the Heart Summer only got just over 100 stitches. So I would like to hit the 500, and so my plan is I'm going to work on the project for the day. If I hit the 500, then I can switch it out and get one of my previous ones that didn't make it to 500 and try and get that to 500. But as long as I'm getting at least 100 and optimally at least 250, then I'm happy with the start for the month. Because starting 31 projects, it's a lot of projects to start, and switching every day, like some days I just don't have as much time to stitch as I do the day before. So it really all depends on the day, on how much I can get done. So those are my goals for my Maynia starts. And I plan to be back here again next Friday to show you what I've started for this coming week. So I should have 7 new projects to show you as well next week, and then any whips that I've worked on in between now and then. So that's everything I have to talk about today. Thanks for stopping by. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Otherwise, I will see you next Friday. Bye.